Prince Charming, Prince Eric, Prince Extinct. Modern Disney is a safe space for strong, independent princesses and purgatory, a purge of the classic prince. Here is how the House of Mouse smashed the patriarchy by reimagining the traditional role of men to put modern women at the front of, well, everything. In 2014, Sleeping Beauty finally woke up, but this time not from love's first kiss, but this. A woke kiss from her horribleness. Why the sudden change in heart from a woman who doesn't have one? The times they were a-changin'. Queen Angelina said, "We wanted to tell a story about the strength of women. Our movie has all this strength and all this feminism. It's all about the very question of what love is." Sorry, Prince. Application denied. This is a trend that started all the way back when, in Frozen. While little girls were singing about letting go or laughing about snow, there was something amiss. A kiss. Sisterly love, motherly love, anything but his love. Prince Hans gets the boot. At first he's presented as Prince Perfect.
Prince Hans of the Southern Isles, my lady.
And then he's a right royal asshole.
You are so desperate for love, you are willing to marry me. All that's left now is to kill Elsa.
In bygone times, such powerful men were thirsty. Now they're just hungry for more power. In this modern hour, princes aren't regal, they're illegal. Who's that? My, it can only be Galadriel. Wait, that's not the Queen of the Elves, that's Cinderella meeting.
They call me Kit.
In the animation, he was Prince Charming. Now he's something you'd find on a locker room floor.
Kit.
Why don't they meet at the royal ball like before? Disgraceful. Love at first sight, romance at first dance should be smitten at first small talk with a woman who rides a horse like the Lone Ranger. In the original, she puts on the slipper and voila, slaps cheeks before they've even slapped on Netflix. Now the boot is on the other foot. Will she take him?
Only if you will take me as I am, an apprentice still learning his trade.
In 2015, the masculine man, the classic prince, is a classic case of femboy.
I forgive you.
Please.
The servant is the master is the
Apprentice.
Well, maybe Disney is onto something there.
It's really hard to look back on it now and go, what on earth happened?
And I just thought it was a joke.
The girl with more hair than Bigfoot's derriere, rescued by a prince who climbs her mane like a horny bonobo. What's the problem with that synopsis? The prince. The man's name is Flynn Rider. While he might want to ride her, he ain't no prince and he ain't rescuing no damn damsel. He doesn't even climb Rapunzel's hair. She promptly kicks his ass, kicks him out, and then rescues herself. Knight in shining armour, this night, this day belongs to me, Her Majesty, Queen she. If Flynn isn't a prince, then what is he? A thief. If his role isn't to rescue, then what is it? To be rescued.
It's no use.
We need it.
Her hair glows. Rapunzel?
The Brothers Grimm Rapunzel was the archetypal damsel in distress. Tangled is about a dude in dire need of saving by a super-haired superwoman. A tale as old as time. Not this time. This one looks like Beauty and the Bridgerton, with a cast so diverse you forget about the curse. Amidst the multicultural medieval backdrop, Belle isn't just reading books, she's writing them. The only literate woman in the village, she's literally a genius.
What's he doing?
The laundry.
But that's not the only change, because now Gaston literally wants penis.
You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley.
In 1991, Gaston was camp. In 2017, he's camping on Brokeback Mountain. The beast looks like a donkey, or more accurately, a jackass. In the original, he was obsessed with overcoming the curse. Now he's constantly jacking off to Belle. When he transforms, he no longer moves in for the kiss, but waits for Belle to make the move. The movie finishes with... A tale as old as time, made for a modern audience. Speaking of slapping cheeks, the Fresh Prince looks like Thanos' anus. Robin Williams was rocking around the clock. Will Smith pops up like a blue cock.
Hello.
Princess Jasmine will leave you speechless.
I can't stay silent. They wanna keep me quiet.
She so often sings about the patriarchy that one half expects her to boot Aladdin off the balcony. The genie mocks the classic prince and the princess rips up her father's contract to marry one. Who steals her heart? Thief Aladdin when he's no longer a prince. The message: don't marry princes, ladies. The best men are in prisons. Mulan don't need no man, and she proves it by Wesley Shang. He's been shanked. Disney producer Jason Reed said, having a commanding officer that is also the sexual love interest was very uncomfortable. Yes, in order to make love, a man and a woman must make sure they have equal power status. Which is why Princess Jasmine only dated Which is why Princess Rapunzel only fell in love with... Princess Anna only... Correction. In order to make love, a man and a woman must make sure the woman has all the power. No Li Shang, no song about becoming a man. In Mulan, she's not only a woman, she's a demigod. And the audience can only nod as she turns armies of men into mincemeat. In 2023, people were shocked to see Under the Sea, a Little Mermaid with a big makeover. But it wasn't only Ariel who made you say fucking hell. Prince Eric has a mom and she looks like Queen Latifah. He's no royal blood or brother from the hood, but a lucky orphan adopted onto the throne. In 1989, he classic Prince Ursula straight to hell, thus proving his worth to Ariel. Now the roles are reversed, because this prince is worthless. He can't even row a boat.
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
A Rachel Zegler zinger. The new Snow White is a masterclass in turning a classic prince into a common crook. Jonathan is an Aldi Aladdin, a little Robin of Locksley. He has no agency because Rachel's princess is never in distress. She takes down the evil queen like a toddler playing Jenga. Long before she falls into an eternal sleep, Snow White tells Johnny to kiss her if he ever needs to wake her up. Is she a precog? The most memorable scene in 1937 becomes another procession for Queen Zegler.
It's the most emotional experience to see little girls dress up as Snow White. I hope that they will for years to come.
What a woman! Slay Queen! Prince! What prince? Johnny is tossed to the side like a used one. In this modern age of Disney, princes are not even princes. They're pimples on the asses of modernity, and they need to be popped. 100 years ago, a man named Walt Disney had a vision. Animation. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs catapulted classic fairy tales into cinemas all over the world. The Brothers Grimm stories were watered down for children, but kept their essence. Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, and Cinderella were fantasies. Young ladies rescued from evil or poverty by destiny. Someday my prince will come. True romance.
Cinderella, banned. She waits around for a rich guy to rescue her. Little Mermaid, do not give your voice up for a man.
Toll the bell, the classic prince is dead, replaced by strong, independent women instead. A good man is hard to find. In modern Disney, impossible.
Weird.
Good night, sweet prince.